and welcome back to another video brought to you by Camp Wilderness. In this video, we're going to be doing tons of mini shelters. Now this is going to be a little bit of a competition between me, Chris and Imi, so let's get over there and basically watch me win.
So, I've chosen to do a lean-to. Here you can see I have 2 Y-poles, and then straight in the middle I have 1 supporting beam. What I've done afterwards is I've laid loads of sticks on top to make my roof, and then at the sides I've laid up sticks to make my walls. What I'm now going to do is I'm now going to cover it in debris to make it more waterproof.
So the shelter design I've chosen is to go for a 1-person kennel. The entrance will be at the front here, supported by these 2 Y-poles and a solid central beam. Beyond that, you then lean sticks on either side to create my kennel shape. This is just a skeleton view, and what I'm going to do next is build it with my leaves and my foliage and everything ready on it for a miniature version of this shelter.
So the design that I've chosen is a group shelter design. It's designed to sleep up to 3 people, and this is the skeleton shape. I've got 4 posts in the corners, 4 cross beams holding it all up, and then I'm just going to fill this area with sticks and debris. So this is where the people would actually sleep, and we'll see if it's strong enough to hold up for the challenges. So, as per usual, I've gone way over the top with my shelter. It's the same skeleton structure as I showed you before, but I've covered it in tons of debris. I've got a couple layers on mine. I've got grass as a bit of thatching, then I've got some leaves, and then I've got even a layer of mud, and finally a layer of moss. Hopefully that's going to keep the water out. My tribe really likes a little bit of privacy, so I've built a nice wall, and I've even got a bit of an entrance. And I feel like this is the correct formula for a winning shelter.
So as per usual, Kyle always thinks bigger is better. His little group shelter looks pretty cute in his mud and everything. Nothing compared to my 1-person shelter. This is my 1-person kennel. As you can see next to the skeleton view, it's quite bulky. So I've added a layer of grass, a layer of leaves, more of this evergreen kind of leaves on top as well, just to really bulk it out and help with that waterproof and that insulation to keep it nice and warm inside. He may think that his shelter is going to survive the test, but I don't think it will. Let's see what's coming next.
Both Chris and Kyle think that they're going to win, but with my simple but effective lean-to shelter, I'm definitely in for a chance. So you saw my basic skeleton at the beginning. What I've done here is I've done multiple different layers. So I started with a layer of dead leaves, followed by this grass. Once I'd done that, I then put another layer of dead leaves and then more grass on top, and I've covered it with moss. Hopefully this will make my shelter super waterproof. Now that we've all built our shelters, we're going to test them against 2 challenges. I'm going to test their waterproof ability.
And I'm going to test what happens if you build your shelter in the wrong area. But hey, Imi, there is only 3 of us, so at least you're going to finish on the podium anyway.
Cheers, Chris.
So, Imi's lean-to shelter is the first one to undergo the dramatic water test. Let's see how waterproof this thing is. Oh no, it's raining. Oh, sprung a leak, Imi.
No!
Unfortunately, that's no points for Imi. So test number 2 for Imi's lean-to shelter is the tree fall test. I think it failed.
For the first challenge on Chris's shelter, we're going to check if it's waterproof. Ready, Kyle?
Uh-huh. How's it look inside?
Let's have a look. It has leaked a little bit.
Unlucky. No points for you, Chris.
And now,
Man, barely survived.
it survived.
Top points for Chris on that one.
I am so excited for this.
Okay, but before you start pouring water and dropping sticks on my shelter,
Leave us a comment on our social media and tell us which shelter did you think was the best.
And now for the the test on Kyle's shelter. First of all, rain.
Be fair, be fair.
I'm fair.
Dry as a bone. Dry as a bone.
And since you were so gentle with mine.
That's not how a tree would fall.
Oh, it fell.
Okay. I mean that.
I get 1 point for Kyle on the waterproof, 0 points for Kyle on the tree fall. Thanks very much for joining us for another video. We hope you enjoyed watching us build our miniature shelters as much as we enjoyed doing them. We hope as well we've given you guys some ideas that you can try now at home when you build your own miniature shelters. We'll see you guys next time.
So you guys have proven that your shelters are waterproof. But how waterproof are you guys?